श्री राम। हम पढ़ रहे हैं चैप्टर 48 अल-फाथ। आयत नंबर 16 say to the nomadic Arabs who stayed behind, you will be called to fight against people of great might, who you will fight unless they submit. If you then obey, Allah will grant you a fine reward. But if you turn away as you did before, He will inflict upon you a painful punishment. There is no blame on the blind or the disabled or the sick for staying behind, and whoever obeys Allah and His Messenger will be admitted by Him into the gardens under which rivers flow. But whoever turns away will be subjected by Him to a painful punishment. Indeed, Allah was pleased with the disbelievers when they pledged in alliance to you, O Prophet. Under the tree, we knew what was in their hearts, so He sent down serenity upon them and rewarded them with victory at hand. 19. And many spoils of war they will gain, for Allah is Almighty, all-wise. 20. Allah has promised you, believers, abundant spoils, which you will gain. So He has sent the truce for you, and He has held people's hand back from harming you, so it may be a sign for the believers, and He may guide you along the straight path. 21. And there are other gains which are beyond your reach that Allah is keeping in store for you, for Allah is most capable of everything. 22. If the disbelievers were to fight you, they would certainly flee. Then they would never find any protector or helper. 23. This is Allah's way, already long established in the past, and you will find no change in Allah's way. 24. He is the one who held back their hands from you and your hands from them in valley of Hudaybiyah near Makkah, after giving you the upper hand over a group of them, and Allah is all-seeing of what you do. 25. There are the ones who persisted in disbelief and hindered you from the sacred mosque, preventing the sacrificial animal from reaching their destination. He would have let your march through Makkah had there not been believing men and women unknown to you. You might have trampled them underfoot, incurring guilt for what you did to them unknowingly. That was so Allah may admit you into His mercy whoever He wills. Had those unknown believers stood apart, we would have certainly inflicted a painful punishment on the disbelievers. Remember when the disbelievers had filled their hearts with pride, the pride of pre-Islamic ignorance, then Allah sent down His serenity upon His messenger and the believers, inspiring them to uphold the declaration of faith, for they were better entitled and more worthy of it, and Allah has perfect knowledge of all things. 27. Indeed, Allah will fulfill His messenger's vision in all truth. Allah willing, He will surely enter the sacred mosque in security, some with heads shaved and others with their hair shortened, without fear. He knew what you did not know, so He first granted you the triumph at the hand. 28. He is the one who has sent His messenger with right guidance and the religion of truth, making it prevail over all others, and sufficient is Allah as a witness. Muhammad is the messenger of Allah, and those with him are firm with the disbelievers and compassionate with one another. You see them bowing and prostrating in prayer and seeking Allah's bounty and pleasure. The sign of brightness can be seen on their faces from the trace of prostrating in prayer. This is their description in Torah, and their parable is the gospel is that of a seed that sprouts its tiny branches and making it strong. Then it becomes a thick, standing firmly on its stem, to the delight of the parents of the planters. In this way, Allah makes the believers a source of dismay for the disbelievers. To those of them who believe and do good, Allah has promised forgiveness and a great reward. ये खत्म हो गया चैप्टर 48 अल-फाथ।